Hello again, Craig here from ForbiddenKnowledge.info. Today talking about dealing with trolls. So first of all, for my purposes for this video, the definition of a troll. Somebody comes on your channel, they have no point to make, they just start yelling, all capitals, you start yelling, they call you names, maybe threaten you, even all the way to death threats. Yeah, I get them all the time. That to me is a troll, somebody who's trying to invoke an angry response or some type of response. They have nothing better to do, they have some type of mental issue, and they're just out there trolling on the internet. YouTube is full of it, especially a channel like mine where I debunk a lot of stuff. Now, a troll is not somebody who comes on and basically has a differing opinion of me. If they actually have a point to make, hey, that's fine. That's what I'm all about. I debunk things, and I try to, if they have a differing opinion, what they think is their correct opinion, I show them they're wrong by throwing all kinds of links at them. I generally can't do that on other channels, you see, because when I go to other channels to respond to people who are lying on the internet, producing fear porn, I immediately just get blocked or banned and deleted. That's usually what's done to me all the time, because on those channels you can't have the truth, you can't have a dissenting opinion, you have to have only people who agree with you try to make it look like what you're doing is justifiable as the truth. Yeah, well, so that's what happens to me. So I've been on that end of it, but I always have points to make. You can't really send links to those people either, because what happens is if you send links, it usually gets bumped into spam, and the links usually don't appear. And then they have to go in and approve their spam, and of course they're not going to approve that. So you have to do it differently. You have to have the exact wordage of a title of something that people can look up if they want, if it even appears on their channel at all. Because I get blocked all the time for being on other people's channels to bring a differing opinion, the truth. Can't have that. So about 2.5 years ago when I started this channel, I went on YouTube here to try to find some advice about how to deal with these trolls, because I was getting trolls left and right all the time. And I don't do anything with social media, but a lot of this probably applies to Facebook and other social media. I don't know, I don't do those sort of things. All I have is YouTube as far as having to deal with trolls. And the only response I got, the only advice I got from the YouTube videos was the nature of don't feed the trolls. And that was pretty much it. Not very helpful advice in my opinion, because frankly, in my opinion, no, this type of thing doesn't belong in our society. This type of person would not be alive very long if they did this in person to people. They'd get their ass kicked pretty quick and learn their lesson. So I'm here to teach the trolls a lesson. So I don't feed the trolls, I serve them for dinner. Oh, I nail them right back with them as much as they give me. Now, if they have a fairly constructive point, but they start name calling also, you effing idiot, Fukushima is killing us all, or whatever. I bring back links and I call them the same names if they've started it first, and then I show them links to show that no, you're a liar. So you can use that method. But as far as don't feeding the trolls, no, these people need to be taught a lesson. That's my opinion of it. So, and there's really no place in society, and they don't belong on my channel. Now, I could just block them, ban them, delete them, and sometimes you actually have to do that. And if you do that enough, actually YouTube, what happens is the algorithm of YouTube, they actually get sent off to where any comments they start posting on other channels as well get put into the spam section of other videos. And they end up getting, or people who spam you all the time, especially the ones who try to whether use their comment as an advertisement with links, they always get put into spam. And if you do that enough, if the trolls do that enough, they get actually bumped into spam and their comments won't ever even appear. But sometimes the people who are on that thread get to see it through their email notifications. So sometimes it's kind of tricky to deal with those types. They get bumped into spam. So you can block them, you can ban them, you can ignore them, you can report them. If they start sending you death threats, you can even just call the authorities and even sue them if you really want to go that far. I get the death threats all the time, and I just usually what YouTube does, if I report them for abuse, YouTube sees that and they will take them off. If they see it's an obvious death threat, it seems like from my experience, YouTube does deal with them pretty harshly, the ones that actually make death threats. So just keep that in mind. You can deal with them that way. But on the attack side, if you want to ignore them, you want to just pretend they're not there, that's up to you. I'm thick-skinned enough to take it. But what I do is I dish it right back at them. That's one of the things. You see, if they say, you're an effing idiot, okay, copy that entire response, paste, send. Send the same thing exactly, word for word, right back at them what they sent you. They love that. And just keep doing that. They'll come back with another angry response, copy, paste, send. Just keep doing that. Eventually they'll give up because they get pissed off enough. Oh, there's better places I control. Again, got to teach them a lesson. You could also give a warning video. This is another thing that I did. I don't think I'm going to link it here, because what I have is I have a special video I made warning trolls that if you want to stay on this channel, you better quit. I'm going to deal with you very harshly. So I have a warning video that I made that's unpublished. In other words, what happens is in the response to them, when I give them a warning, I say, well, I see you jump straight to troll. If you want to stay on this channel, you better watch this. And it's a link. It's a link that's what they call unpublished. You can search my channel, it won't be there because it's not published. You can do all the search words you want, it's not published. But in the comments section, when I put that link for them to view it, then they can see it. So it's like a private link. So you can't see it on my channel. You'll see there's a lot of, I have maybe 20 videos that my regular subscribers can't even see. I use them as links for basically personal type responses, because I don't want to send all the people away thinking I'm going to be deleting them from the channel as only the people that are dealing in trolling activity. So I have a special video that they can link to. You can do that in the prompts when you put a YouTube video up. You can make it public, you can make it private, or you can make it unpublished. Unpublished means it's not searchable. No matter how many times they enter the word troll, it'll never pop up in a search. It'll only pop up when you actually provide a link for them to click. So that's another thing you can do. You give them a warning that way, and they'll frankly even get more angry with what I said in that video, and then you eventually just have to report them or ban them or delete them completely from your channel altogether. I always say, well, you were warned. Goodbye. You're forever. You're done here. Start a new channel and try again. Yeah, it gets them more pissed off, and sometimes they do. They have other channels too that they troll with. You keep doing that, eventually YouTube eliminates them. So, but what I do is I attack them back with the facts. The ones they're not really trolls that just disagree with me. Usually the ones that just disagree with me, I send all these facts back and they get more and more angry and they eventually become trolls. They just start yelling because they have nowhere else to go. And then eventually they have to just be completely deleted and ended. So that's my opinion of trolling on YouTube. I hope this can help some other people, because frankly I got no advice other than not feeding the trolls, and that just wasn't for me. It's just not my style. I say serve them for dinner. Thanks for watching.